Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha 4 units for Wednesday, June 13th, which is the 30th day of Sivan. 30th day of Sivan means that it's Rosh Chodesh. So that's Tuesday night and Wednesday is going to be Rosh Chodesh, last day of Sivan. And the first day of Tammuz is going to be Wednesday night going into Thursday, a 2-day Rosh Chodesh. So starting with Marav on Tuesday night through all the way through daytime Thursday, remember to be adding Yalav Yavo and half Hallel and all the good Rosh Chodesh stuff. Please don't forget. Now we're going to continue on with our laws about lighting candles for Shabbos. Okay, some customs that apply to candle lighting on Friday night. The ladies who are lighting the candles, it's best if they're in their Shabbos clothes already by the time they light the candles. If you're all horribly last minute and you're still in your this clothes that you use to clean up the house, because it's a rush and you say, I'll just light candles and then I'll go change. If possible, it's best to be in your Shabbos clothes by the time you are lighting the Shabbos candles. I know I'm a man, and I don't want any ladies feeling like, oh, you don't know what it's like to take care of a house at the last minute. I get that. I totally get that. It's just, lechatchila, the best way to do things is to be all arranged, all on time, in Shabbos clothes, giving full respect to the Shabbos candles if possible. Other customs, there is a custom to give tzedakah, to give charity, right before lighting the candles. Some say that Rav Meir Balanes would be a fantastic charity to give to. I wasn't paid as a commercial to say that. That's just a custom that's out there. Some say that you should have a special lighting implement, specially for lighting the Shabbos candles, and that a match is just not beautiful enough to be used for lighting the candles. Although many people just don't follow that custom, and there are many families that just use a match. But it's just an extra, a nice extra, if you could have a special lighting thing to light your Shabbos candles with. Some say that you should wash your hands before candle lighting, again, out of full respect to the mitzvah. And now let's get to another delicate topic, and that's the topic of, in our present setup, the way we live in our homes, all the light that's going to be in your dining room or living room is mostly 99.9% from your electric lights. And the Shabbos candles that you're lighting aren't really adding too much light to the room. And you don't want the bracha to be for nothing, like I'm lighting these Shabbos candles, they don't really light up the room at all. My bright chandelier or my living room lights are totally what's lighting up the place. So a good thing that some people do is they flick the electric lights in the area of wherever you're lighting off and then on, and then they light the candles, and then when they make the bracha, they say the bracha is for both. It's for the electric lights and also for the candles, and that way my bracha was certainly not for nothing. 99.9% of the light in the room is coming from my electric lights. I had them in mind when I made the bracha, and I also, of course, traditionally want to light the true traditional candle lights, so I made the bracha and I thought about both of them. That's what some people do. Some people have the husband do it, like, so if he's home and he's not rushed to mincha, that's another issue that happens in all the rush as Shabbos is happening. But what the wife could do is turn the lights off and light the candles, and then have the husband flick them back on. Although I just want to end by telling you there are many people who don't include the electric lights in their whole spiel, their whole ceremony of candle lighting, and that's okay too, because that's what a lot of families are doing. It's just if you want, there's an added bonus out there to include the electric lights in this, because it's a little interesting how our setups are. All of our lights coming from our electric lights, and yet we're lighting, candles. So that's why some people do flick off the lights and flick them back on, and think that the bracha is for the electric lights that I just turned on and the traditional candle lights that I just lit. You may want to talk to your rabbi about that and say, hey, I just heard this. What do you think I should do? Because it's an interesting little quirk out there with how our electrically lit homes work while we're lighting candle lights. So talk to your rabbi about that. See what he says for you. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.